Good evening, or morning, or afternoon, whatever time of the day it may be for you, everybody. And we have a new mic today. I hope it sounds fine. I did extensive testing on this thing, and I believe I got it to a volume and, with enough OBS filters to where it sounds good enough. But obviously, it requires extensive further testing to make sure that everything is going A-okay. So please, throughout the stream, let me know how I sound, if I need to adjust my volume, or if you think it sounds weird, or anything like that. Please comment, and I will make sure to try to address that as best as I can. Hello, Dynamic. Welcome to the stream. I've got an RPG itch to talk about. Ever since you quit Genshin, got this nagging desire to want to play an RPG that doesn't make me hate the game like Genshin did. It does sound noticeably different, but it's similar. Okay, so yeah, it's it's a Red Dragon Blazar, is what this microphone is called. It's like the opposite of a blue snowball. Now it's red, and it's on fire. I never heard this brand before, but reviews said that it was, for the price, it was alright. So hopefully it sounds, I do definitely sound different because I have a bunch of I did mess around with the OBS compression settings and noise cancellation settings a lot, so you shouldn't be hearing as much air in the vicinity, and I should definitely sound different. You hear it, hello, welcome, Labs. You hear a difference too, but I can't put my finger on it. Yeah, so it's probably the compressor. I also, honestly, that was more on OBS than the microphone itself, but the microphone itself it looks more like a traditional microphone. It's instead of that weird bowl thing that the blue snowball was. This one's just it's got it points towards you. It's got the fluffy filter thing around it, and I also put a shirt around it so that hopefully it cancels noise even further. I've seen a lot of people do that. I did have to increase the volume of it a lot. It definitely does not capture volume nearly as much as the blue snowball. It does actually have a volume dial though, so I can do that directly to the microphone instead of it'll take some getting used to, but it's not bad. Okay, good. Humor me for a second. Make the lowest, the bassiest hum you can for a second. Kind of like that. Right, you wrap a shirt around it? That would explain it. Yeah, that's... Actually, let me take the shirt off. Okay, I took the shirt off. Do you guys think that sounds better? Or do you think it sounds better with the shirt on? Let me know. I can... That's the easiest fix I can do, because I literally just have to lift the freaking thing. This also definitely gives me more visibility, because the shirt does actually block a considerable portion of my screen. But if you can't notice... Also, something else that I did to suppress noise a little bit is something I should have done a long time ago. My actual computer tower was directly on my desk instead of being below where people usually keep it. So I have now moved that down there, so hopefully the microphone doesn't catch the noise of the fans of the computer as much anymore. And also my desk just looks way cleaner now. I very much prefer this. But yes, let me know if it sounds a little better, or if you can't tell a difference. It's the lowest frequency range of your voice is missing, if that makes any sense. The lowest frequency. That might be from the compression or the noise suppression. Let me adjust that real quick. I can decrease the level of noise suppression a little bit by 10 decibels instead of 15, and maybe this thing over here, maybe we can increase that a little bit more. I don't know if that actually changed live. If I sound different now, please let me know. Again, I did a lot of testing. I got to a point where I thought it sounded okay, but of course, more opinions are better than few opinions. Also, dynamic. I did actually try to reply to all of your comments. Well, except for the one about the Tales of Arise demo. But YouTube is being stupid, and it didn't let me reply. I typed out the reply, I clicked reply, and then it just wouldn't send. And I tried doing that. I kept saying it. I said run a quick off test with your equalizer, on and off test with your equalizer settings. Okay, let me try that real quick. So let's. I'm going to turn off the compressor then. Okay, I just turned it off. Does this sound better? I'm seeing a lot of peaking on OBS. I'm seeing a lot of peaking on OBS. Let me know how that sounds. If it sounds better, if it sounds worse. Or if I just need to lower the volume now. Any second. Okay, I think the most noticeable difference is that I can hear you really clearly, like even your breath. Maybe the mic is really sensitive, if that makes sense. Okay, super picky about my own audio, so if you want a sensitive ear. Okay, yeah, definitely AK Labs has a lot of experience with sound design. But okay, so it's picking up basically everything that I'm saying, even down to my breaths. Okay. You're not the best guy for that time because your internet connection is getting struggling. Okay. Okay, so it does sound like I'm peaking on your end by turning off the compressor. So I'm gonna turn the compressor back on. Okay. Now, do I sound good again? You are picking, but I can hear a broader range in your voice. So maybe what I need to do is I need to make the compressor sound less aggressive. Put the mic further away. That could also help. Okay, now the microphone is further away. Yeah, my connection's already dropped several times. I have no idea where I am in time. Oh no. Okay, so Awaken Labs' internet is being a little bit finicky. Okay, I did put the microphone further away now. Does that sound better? I'm speaking at my usual volume. Yeah, you sound not peaking. Okay, that's an improvement. It's not like I sound excellent, but that is an improvement. Alright. Let me see. Get some water too while I'm here. Alright, I want to make sure that this sounds the best I can make it before we really get on with the game. So sorry for anybody else that's in here just for the game. There is troubleshooting that needs to be done live on stream, as we usually have to, as we always do with any new piece of equipment. Again, I did take the shirt off. I can... I don't know if I should put it back on or not. Should I? Maybe. Okay, let me put the shirt back on the mic. See if that makes it sound a little better again. Okay. The shirt is now back on the microphone. Does that sound better? I can't see a damn thing, but please tell me. Okay, I think there's a slight noise echo bouncer. Do you have a noise pad walling stuff? I did not have a noise pad. That was the shirt, basically. So I put the shirt back on. Let me see. Okay. What's the best? What other filters do we have over here in OBS? Let's see. We have a gain, an expander, invert polarity, limiter, noise gate, noise suppression, and some other crazy nonsense that I don't think I should mess with. I only have the noise compressor. I mean the compressor and the noise suppression. Okay, oh yeah, with the shirt on, that's much better against the eco bar. Okay, so the shirt should stay on, even if it cuts off like half of my screen. Alright. It's very subtle, but I think the shirt helped remove the noise bouncing. Okay, yeah, so the shirt helps. Good to know. I'm gonna move the shirt a little bit more towards the side, so it doesn't block as much of my screen. Okay. Alright, so the mic is now further away than it was before, and it has the shirt on. Is that the ideal setup? Like, physical setup? I can also, again, mess with the compressor a little bit. Also, now I noticed that my freaking mic camera's not doing it. That's a lot you can't see. Maybe use a small rag instead. I mean, it's mostly just like the actual position of the microphone that's blocking my view. This is about as best as I'm gonna get it, because the microphone stand itself is kind of beefy. It's kind of wild. I'm not gonna lie. All right, but at least I can see the game. I can see the game. I can see my screen. I just can't see the top. I can't see the bottom right of my screen. I don't know what time it is. Okay, I can actually tell it on my other and on my other monitor. Okay. But does this sound good enough now? Okay, this sounds decent now. Okay, if this sounds good enough, then now we can proceed. Because we've been live for 15 minutes. I haven't even started the game. Even though it does sound a bit better now. Okay, good. I think, yeah, I think obviously I can't, well, actually I can try to do something to hear my own self. Let me see, monitor off. Okay, I can make that to hear myself, but I probably shouldn't do that. Yeah, that doesn't help me. That just makes it sound weird. Right, that probably just gives me an echo, in fact. Did you guys hear an echo? Okay, there's this gonna skip up. I may not be able to watch for very long. Okay. Yeah, so if there was an echo for a minute, that's what that was. I was trying to see if I could hear it myself, but that's just not gonna do it. Away from home on someone else's Wi-Fi, so this is a temporary problem. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I took the echo off. Don't worry. Whatever I did made my voice way quiet. Is it still quiet, or is it fine? I didn't immediately turn it back off. Are we good? Are we fine? This is the testing stream. I should have done a separate testing stream instead of actually starting with this. Okay. Or are we? Let's see. I mean, I'm seeing the microphone getting about the same amount of volume it was before. Okay. That's fine now. Okay, if it's good now, and if there's nothing else that we can change that doesn't require extensive off-stream testing, then let us proceed with the video game here. Alright, cool. I was here because I keep having to refresh. Yeah, so I appreciate you guys being here on the stream tonight. Very much something I'm going to need for tonight's stream. Okay. Anyway, so the last time we left Tales of the Abyss, we had an issue with Luke, because we always have an issue with Luke. Yeah, he got jumped on by an enemy, and Tyr had to defend him. And now Guy is here, so that's great. And unfortunately, I have to play as Luke for this particular section. But okay, let's just talk with everybody. Obviously, Tyr last, because he's the one that we have to talk to. But okay.
For Jade and Tyr, fighting is their job, so the things they say can sound a bit extreme. You're a civilian, so I think your hesitation and concern are to be expected.
Does it not bother you that your subordinates kill people? Isn't it your job to save people?
It can't be helped. Sadly, the Order of Lorelei has stopped being a religion of life.
So what is it now, a religion of death?
You'll see soon enough.
No, it's not a religion of death, it's a religion of death. Oh, game-sensitive puns. Since I'm watching on YouTube, it seems like Dynamic is getting a delay compared to Akelabs, so he doesn't know how much better he is. Yeah, there's definitely a delay on YouTube by like 20 seconds. It's pretty bad. But that's just the thing. I do have a Twitch link on my YouTube page if you want to go to Twitch instead of YouTube. We also have emotes on Twitch, but it's up to you. Like I see, Aikenlap's comments about Hollow going quiet right before he came quiet on my side. Yeah, it's even the Twitch chat by the restream bot on YouTube comes out sooner than the actual YouTube comments. It's really weird.
Why did you become a soldier, Jade?
Are you scared of killing people? I think your reaction is really quite natural. The world could probably benefit from having fewer soldiers anyway.
I don't know what I should do.
Relax. You'll be protected until we arrive at Backloggery. We'd be in quite a bind if you died on us.
It's mostly saying that for political reasons, not because he actually cares about Luke.
Stop making fun of me.
But I'm not. There's no shame in running or protecting your own life. Live a safe life inside a safe city and hire guards when you're forced to leave it. That's how normal people live.
Okay. Sometimes get buffering on Twitch, so that's why you prefer YouTube. You never buffer on YouTube for some reason. I actually have that same non-issue. I never have to buffer on YouTube when watching a stream, but on Twitch I do. I don't know what it is about YouTube and Twitch, but yeah, like Twitch you get a sooner response, but YouTube gives you less connection problems. It's the weirdest thing.
It must have been tough for you, suddenly thrown out into the world like this.
I had no idea things were this bad outside of the city.
Sometimes you can earn bounties for killing monsters and bandits. Outside the towns, killing people isn't considered a crime, as long as it's not proven to be for personal malice.
What? That sounds like a law that's very easy to exploit by very shitty people.
How many people have you killed?
Who knows? Less than that soldier right there, I imagine.
Aren't you scared?
Of course I'm scared. That's why I fight. Because I don't want to die. I still have things to do.
Like what?
Revenge.
Huh?
Just kidding.
Or is he? Dun dun dun! Okay, Mia, what do you have for separate situation?
Is Tyr all right? Tyr.
Fine, I'll check on her, okay? Just shut up.
You're doing a lot of sighing today, Luke.
It must have been tough for you, suddenly...
Okay.
Relax.
For Jade and Tyr, fighting is their job. You're a civilian.
Okay, so they're all kind of just saying the same thing that they said before. Let's just go on to Tyr here.
Are you sure you're all right?
Huh?
The fighting was hard on you, wasn't it? I knew you were a civilian, but it seems I didn't really understand what that meant. I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing? You're the one who got hurt.
As long as I'm a soldier, it's my duty to protect civilians. Getting injured in the process merely means I wasn't strong enough, that's all.
I mean, you do have healing arts, you can take care of that.
You're weird. To me, it just sounds like you're trying to sound tough.
That's not true.
Uh-huh.
Well, there we go.
The fighting was hard on you, wasn't it? I knew you were a civilian. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, there we go. I feel like I was gonna point something out, but I completely forgot what I wanted to point out. So we're just not gonna point anything out. I guess we'll save though. Okay. Anyway, so Dynamic. Since you mentioned you're in the mood for an RPG, but you're not sure what to go for. Obviously, Tales of Arise is the latest available option if you're willing to give it a shot. But if you're looking for a different Tales of game, I'll have you know that I mean, assuming you didn't know already, there is an almost complete fan translation of Tales of Destiny Director's Cut available now. I don't remember what the actual name of the translation is, but I do remember seeing it on Twitter like earlier this year, and I retweeted it and everything. So if you're willing to look, if you haven't played the game yet and you're willing to look into that, that might be a good option for a new RPG to play. Okay, that was crazy smooth transition from Luke standing to him sitting. Really great programming there, yeah. Okay.
Are you going to sleep now, Master?
I suppose I already talked with everybody.
Yeah.
Good night.
Okay. Let me have some water while we're here. Master, are you writing in your diary again? Yeah, but not because I want to. It's because Mother and everyone else will get all worried if I don't. I'll help too. Huh? How the hell are you gonna help? I know how to write the phonic alphabet. Alright, let's see it. Today, Master called me thing 38 times. Hey, thing, you're not supposed to keep count. Mew, make that 39. Oh my god, that's so bad. Why does Luke gotta be like that?
Wake up.
See, she's already fine. You're still sleeping. Like, she's the one that has like half of her back carved out.
It's time to get going.
Are you alright to be moving around?
Yes. Thank you for your concern.
Sound cold.
Tyr, Guy, and I will take up a triangle formation. You'll stay in the center with Ion and defend yourself if necessary.
What?
In other words, you don't have to fight, Luke. Come on.
Wait a minute.
I mean, I'm actually going to try to make you not fight, Luke. Not because you're not a strong enough party member, but because I just don't like you.
I'll fight too.
No.
Aren't you afraid of killing?
As soon as I get a 5th playable party member, you're getting off the party, Luke.
Of course not.
You shouldn't force yourself, Luke.
I'm serious. I mean, okay, yeah, I'm a little scared, but if I have to fight to survive, then that's what I'll do. I'm not gonna hide in the corner.
I'm so proud of you, Master.
Okay, thank you for doing the Klonoa flight, Mew.
Would you shut up? Anyway, I've made up my mind. From now on, I fight, without hesitation.
Sure you do.
To kill someone means to rob them of their future, even if it is to protect yourself.
You're very close up and personal there, Tyr.
And it can earn you the hatred of others.
Are you prepared to deal with that? Can you face that responsibility without running away? Without making excuses?
You said yourself, you aren't killing people because you want to. I've made up my mind. I'm not here just to be a burden. I'm gonna take responsibility too.
But
I don't see any problem with that. We'll give Luke a chance to show us his resolve.
Jade, get closer to the microphone. You sounded very quiet on that one. Like me.
Just don't push yourself too hard, Luke.
He's on the brink of tears, yeah. I can see his eyes shaking. Okay, I think I'll stay away from old Telltale games. Sorry, but you still prefer to watch LPs of them. That's fair enough. Let me see what other games have come out recently that I could recommend potentially. Why am I just looking around? Kill or Master, are you okay? Isn't the fighting wearing you down? Yeah, I said I'm fine. If it's kill or be killed, then damn it, I'm killed. End of story. You got that? Meow. Oh, okay, what the fuck was that? I saw that. Jesus. Is that safe? I hope Annis is alright. Yeah, it sounds like she fell from pretty high up. She'll be fine. This is Annis we're talking about. True. I can't imagine Annis not being safe. This Annis sounds pretty incredible. Yes, she's indeed a very cute and perky little girl. Yes, she's very dependable. Really? She sure did look like it to me. Well, as they say, you can't always judge a book by its cover. Why does that sound like it's pointing at me? It's just your imagination, Luke. Anyway, enough chit-chat for now. Shall we be going? Yes, let's go. So why is everyone assuming this Annis girl is alright? Because they know it. What keeps happening with freaking glitch out camera? God damn it. Okay. Character development. Whoa, yes. Okay, Luke is going to go to a lot of character development. Like a lot of character, because it started from rock bottom. He can only go up from there. Like, now we just need a haircut. We'll get one of those eventually. I'm sure we can find like a great clips around here or something. Is that looking around controller drift? No, I'm actually just doing that on my own. I don't know why. Alright, well anyways, there's St. Bina. That's where we have to go. Also, hold on a second. What? Get me guy. Jesus. Oh, look. Well, let me just get used to the combat again real quick. Because after playing at Rise yesterday, I'm like, wait, how do you play this again?
You're weak.
You're a hack. You're whack.
Okay. Anyways, well, there is also, I'm not sure if you played it yet, but there is the remake of Nier, like the first one, Nier Replicant, available on all modern systems except Switch. I actually have a copy of Nier on PS3 and 360, but have played neither of them because I'm gonna play Replicant instead, obviously. I don't know when I'm gonna do that, but you know, someday. Also, this town is slanted. Look at that. Cool thing's about to fall off, jeez. Okay. So, dear, you're not a scorer? Not exactly. Scorers are members of the Order of Lorelei who can use the 7th phonon. I use phonic hymns, so I'm a melodist, which is obviously very different for reasons. Melodist. Not too many of those these days, bro. Anyway. Not lately, no, and they usually serve in a supporting role anyway. I like melodists, though. There's something pleasant and soothing about their songs. I mean, it literally sends you to sleep. She could be a great ASMR artist. Granted, some songs are used to attack people, but they also sing healing songs. And I like your songs a lot, dear. They somehow feel very nostalgic. Thank you. Well, now that you mention it, I guess she does have a good voice. Similar what the personality to do. Look, who's fucking talking? Stop glaring at me! Pretty sure everybody will be glaring at you after. Can you stop with the weird glitches game? Well, actually, that's not the game. That's PCSX2 doing that. Lord. So a gift of the anime adaptation of Abyss showing Annis getting knocked out of the ship. She was yelling, "I'll kill you, all you bastards!" That's a very Annis thing to do. I think I've actually seen that episode because I've seen some episodes of the Abyss anime. Not all of them.
Why are the Oracle Knights here?
But you know, a couple of them.
St. Bean is the closest city to the Tartarus. They probably expected us to stop here.
For a Kimloskan, you're certainly familiar with Malkuth geography, guy.
I like reading about vacation spots.
Oh, I see. How nice.
Colonel, look.
We're from Engave. We're here to fulfill a purchase order for food supplies.
I feel like I've heard that guy before.
You may pass.
I mean, we did kind of meet every civilian in Engave. Not because we've explored the whole town, but because there's not that many of them.
There's one more wagon after this one.
Okay, well, we gotta get on the coach then.
How convenient.
We're going to stop the second one and hitch a ride, huh?
Let's go back down the road toward Engave a little ways.
Yes, let's.
Hey, quit making plans without talking to me first.
I mean, do you have a better plan?
Grow up.
Okay. Already some Tales games are written as if they were anime first or as a game first.
Stop the wagon.
Look, Jesus Christ, it's not how you stop a wagon, my god. Okay, also not a fan of the Nier series. They seem pretty grim and dark for my takes. We'll applaud their gameplay though. Okay, fair enough. Boy do I know we don't necessarily want all dark and gloomy games in this day and age. Okay.
Colonel Curtis! And you're... Luke, was it?
Yes.
Sorry about this, but do you think you could hide us in your wagon?
This is a weird request, Luke. Do you realize?
We'd like to enter St. Bina, but a group of malcontents chasing Foamaster Ion are guarding the entrance. Could we ask for your assistance?
Goodness! My birthday score didn't say anything about something like this happening.
As your birthday today? Well, happy birthday, Rose.
Please.
Okay, we owe you for the trouble we caused with all the mistaken thief nonsense. Hop in.
That stolen apple from Luke had a freaking... That's some ripple effect on the story.
Thank you.
Also, I can see the animation of the, like, not chocobos resetting every 2 loops. Like, you see that jittering? Boom, right there. That's so weird. Okay, whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, anyways.
We're from Engave. One wagon should have already arrived.
Right. Go on in.
Thank you.
Anyways, to get to your question about tales of animes and games and writing,
This is where we part ways.
as soon as we finish this cutscene, because the game's not gonna let me speak.
Thank you for your help.
Yes, thank you.
Don't mention it. Take care now.
So Annis is here, right?
She's to meet us at the Malkuth military base. If she's still alive, that is.
That's such a backhanded comment to make, Jade. You don't just pull that out of the blue. My God.
You really have to say things like that? Let's go.
Try not to do anything to draw the attention of the Oracle Knights.
I know. You don't have to tell me every little thing.
I mean, look, you do have the most colorful hair here. You naturally stand out.
She's already got you whipped, huh, Luke? Princess Natalia's gonna be jealous.
Don't say stupid things.
She knows his weakness. I mean, fair enough, Tyr is a soldier. She probably learns her enemies' weakness, or anybody's weakness for that matter, very quickly.
I'm sorry. Stop touching me, please.
Perhaps this journey will help Guy to overcome his phobia.
That would be nice. Okay. ¿Qué onda, amigos? Llego tarde, pero llegué. Hello, Brian. Welcome to the stream. We did extensive testing on the mic before we started the stream. So hopefully this sounds good. Let me know how you think it sounds. I put a shirt on it. I put it a little bit further away. I messed around with the compression settings and like noise suppression settings, and we did a lot of stuff. So hopefully this sounds good. Well, let's see. Like how Luke stopped the wagon in Persona 5, Ryuji stopped the taxi by jumping in front. That sounds like something Ryuji would do. I haven't even played Persona 5, but just by that description, I already know who Ryuji is. Let's rejoin Annis. So we got... Skits, you're going way too fast for me. God damn it. Okay, so now what? If we stick around for too long, they're bound to notice us. Indeed. I'm hoping we can collect some information here. But let's check up on Annis first. The plan was to meet her at the Malkuth base, right? Let's go. Okay. Sounds good so far. Your voice sounds more... booming? Not sure how to put it, but I like it. Yeah, I think the booming is from the compression. Apparently this microphone does have built-in compression, but clearly not enough, so I added more compression. And now, basically what that's supposed to do is I think it's supposed to, focus down on your voice, or aka compress the sound it captures into what it's supposed to be capturing, aka the speaker's voice. I think that's what compression does. I don't actually know. I'm not a sound design person, but hey. Welcome, is there anything you want? Yes, can we have an apple? We already have an apple, never mind, don't worry about it. Do I actually need anything? Oh. Okay, well, we can get some Engave rice, but obviously Engave rice is cheaper at Engave instead of at here in the Graziosa store in St. Bina. Okay, yeah, that's the difference. I couldn't put my ears on. Maybe turning your volume down would be better. The game does sound quiet comparably still. Okay, let's see. I can actually decrease my mic's volume a little bit. Let's okay. Alright, I decreased it by 2 decibels. Not a lot, but let me know if that sounds a little better. Or if I can keep lowering it. Let's see. Item shop. Any tools? Do I need any tools? Here in the Ammobil, the item shop. We don't have melange gels, it's unfortunate. Life bottles. For a second I thought that I needed life bottles, but no, it's in Tales of Arise yesterday. I needed life bottles because we used all of them in like a single boss fight. Okay, the game volume is low. We can increase that too. Okay, I increased that by 3 decibels. Let me know if that sounds better. I'm not sure how about the audio works in terms of microphone use. I didn't mean booming as a good thing. Most of my audio knowledge comes from headphones and audiophile stuff. Fair enough. But yeah, booming is... You don't want to boom too much because that's when you start peaking. And you don't want to peak. Okay. There's really cool attention to detail with the prices being different in the game. They stopped doing that in later Tales of games. Yeah, it is. I think Tales of the Abyss specifically has an economy system where prices in different shops, in different stores, actually change in accordance to the game's story. So there's certain items that you actually want to buy early because later story events are going to make them more expensive. I don't remember which stores and which items, but I do know that's a thing that they did exclusively for this game. And clearly it wasn't that popular with everybody because they took that out in the later titles. Why is the instinct always to lower the volume? I was going to suggest raising the game volume. Oh. I don't know why, but yeah, I guess the instinct is always to do that. But again, do let me know if I sound fine now. Like I can re-increase my microphone's volume if need to be. Well, I mean, I guess I should just I'll keep talking, and you guys let me know if you want anything changed. Brought some goods from Macedonia. Induced. All of these shops have Italian names for some reason. Okay, so a rapier here would be a fine addition to our collection. Wand and a mace, but obviously Tyr is the one that most benefits from a new weapon, so we're gonna get her a mace, and we're also going to get a chain guard. We're going to get ourselves a white robe for Jade, maybe some gloves, and a cape. And I think that should be all we need. Okay, it sounds like a good balance of audio. Okay, what about becoming the volume? I feel like that's a superhero somewhere. Okay. You know, the stupid thing is that each game has a completely different sound balancing that you have to do. So you have to readjust this for every stream every time I switch games. Which, I mean, I guess that's just a normal thing that everybody has to deal with at some point. But I still would like it if we didn't have to do all that. But God. Okay. White robe. Tyr, you need a mace now. That's a large improvement. Very large improvement. Chain guard. Okay, that's not as big of an improvement, but we'll give it. And look, you're fine. You're fine. If you die first, I don't care. Okay. And in the inn, we don't really need to go to the inn, but we will go in anyways just to see if there's anything else besides sleeping. We're closed right now. The Oracle soldiers told me to turn away any customers. So you've been bribed, is what you're saying. Okay, well, what else do we have over here? Nothing in this part. Nothing over here. Okay. Anyways. I don't know why sometimes I just like to press the buttons. Because I can. Can I turn that on? Is this lantern over here? Nope. Be nice if I could. There are any visual gauges meters, those can help a lot. I do have a visual, the OBS audio mixer does have the gauges that let me know what my volume is compared to the game. But that's just like a general thing. Minute details, those will require additional testing, which you will always need to adjust minute details. Okay. Oof. Gotten to where I can eyeball what a good balance looks like just based on the audio peaks I see. Yeah, I try to do that. And I also kind of just try to remember like the volume decibels that I have the games on. So for example, right now I have my voice at 0.0 decibels and the desktop audio, aka the game, at -12 decibels. So I'll have to remember that for this mic setup, that's a good volume to have. I think for God of War, I have to increase it to -9 decibels because God of War somehow is quieter than Tales of the Abyss. I don't know why, but it is. I don't know how you managed to get in, but this is St. Bina, the Citadel. The Oracle Knights came here all of a sudden, and now they're checking everybody at the gate. Most unfortunate. Okay. Lovely, do you have anything to sell? I saw when those Oracle soldiers came into town all of a sudden. No, you don't have anything to sell. That's the answer to my question. How did you get in? Did the Oracle soldiers get in your way? No. I mean, they did, but we managed to avoid them. This Oracle Knights came into town all of a sudden, looking for somebody. I guess I didn't find them, so now they're watching the town gates like that. Well, I guess we'll have to wait for them to leave. Well, obviously there's no actual in-game timer, so we just have to actually do something for them to... Hi, you have a side quest for me. Hey, mister, do you know a soldier called the Necromancer? Yes, you're looking at him. Why, yes. Yes, I do. My great-grandfather said the Necromancer is doing experiments to bring dead people back to life. Wait. Next time you see him, could you ask him a favor for me? I mean, look, do you know the meaning of the word Necromancer? That's what necromancers do, look. Look. It's hard to separate the name Luke from the word look. There's one of English's many quirks. God of War's violence is making the audio louder than it appears. Okay. Kim Laskin killed my dad, so I was wondering if the Necromancer could bring my dad back from the dead. I see. I'll pass on the message. Really? You promised, okay? Thanks. You're amazing, Colonel. Don't be stupid. It's just a rumor people started, right? Yeah, if it were true, I'd have a few favors to ask him myself. Did you lose someone close to you? My family and everyone in my household. Well, you know how things are these days. It happens to a lot of people. That's a grim detail to just kind of drop it out of the blue, guy, but yeah, so his entire family's dead. Parents are around either, right here? Dan told me. Right. You know what they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. What? Nothing. So basically he technically could do it, but he's not going to, because that's a complicated issue. Okay, let me get some water while we're here. Anyways, I'm still thinking of other RPGs that I could recommend you, Dynamic. What else do I have in my shelf? So no old Tales of games, no Nier. I'm not sure how much you're into the Atelier series, but there's a bunch of those. They pinch back. Yeah. Let's see. There's, well, speaking of the Atelier games, there is Knights of Azure. That's an action RPG by Gust. So the art style is kind of similar to Atelier. Well, I mean, kind of, not really. But I mean, that is an option. The giant tree back there is a symbol of St. Bina, the soil tree. If you climb up the observation deck, well, you can look over the whole town. I'm really disappointed in crystals, by the way. Okay, so, yeah, we can go ahead and talk about crystals. It's a little better now, because they did get a patch that fixed a couple of bugs, and one particular, like, weird, like, glitch that made it so you wouldn't be able to, get a certain something. Also, I forgot I would activate a cutscene by doing that, but yeah, there you go. Oh, hey, what did you just do? Can you see for yourself? What would you have done if the R sign had got fired? That's my problem. Luke, you know you went too far. You should apologize. Apologizing is enough. I can't believe you were towing around with no R sign. I know. If you want to make up for it, how about doing me a favor? Why should we have to? If it's in our power. Alright, here, take this. We got 200 gold. Black Dream Fan Club offices in Gastonia. Go there and pay my dues for me. Good with yourself. Unfortunately, I'm busy and can't make it to Gastonia, unlike you people. Make sure you pay and bring me the back to the newsletter. You'd better not try running off with my money. Alright, we'll pay the dues and get the newsletter. Jeez. You can tell them it's the yearly dues from Ein in St. Peter. They'll understand. Thanks. The office is in front of the inn on the market side. Ein, got it. You make sure you remember too. Yeah, that's my problem. Okay. But yeah, Crystals had a couple of issues. There was a glitch that prevented you from fully completing the game because it would make a certain area no longer spawn enemies, which you actually need in order to complete like your monster encyclopedia, kind of. I mean, I'm not gonna go into detail because spoilers. But yeah, there was a glitch that caused that, and overall, I think with Crystals, it's like the story is nice. The story is decent. The characters are all voiced and they all have decent enough personalities. But where the game fails is a bit in variety. For pretty much the entire game, you're doing very similar battles in very similar areas. There's a very small pool of enemies because a lot of them are just reskins. So you can tell that the game is held back by its budget, and most of the budget that they did have was spent on the art, more so than game variety and all that stuff. So it's a game that has potential. If they ever make a sequel, I'm sure they will do an even better job. But there's also a lot of what I'd like to call fictitis, otherwise known as first game in the series itis, fictitis. So yeah, also first game by that studio. It's very clearly their first game. There's gonna be a lot of clunkiness. There's gonna be a lot of quality of life improvements that you expect from modern RPGs that just aren't there. The game, I will tell you, the last like third of the game is very poorly paced. There's a lot of what's the word for it? It's just going back and forth. It's very fetch questy. There's you're gonna feel like the game should have ended like hours ago, and it just keeps going. They keep adding padding. That's the word I'm looking for. There's a lot of padding at the end. So if you don't resonate with the characters and the world and the story and the art, you're gonna have a hard time with Crystals. I did, so I was able to look past the flaws. But if I hadn't, I probably would have given up on the game about halfway through. So, keep that in mind as you approach Crystals. Okay. Have you ever tried any of the Mario RPGs? I can easily recommend any of them, from Super Mario RPG to Paper Mario to Mario and Luigi. I personally really want to play the Mario and Luigi games more than anything. Also the other ones, but Mario and Luigi is the one that particularly has my attention. Okay, let me see. He who seeks a good RPG. Taking the Steam only game recommendations for RPGs, so I don't know if that's on there. Oh yeah, Mario RPGs are not gonna be on Steam. That said, RetroArch has been added to Steam, which RetroArch is like an emulation hub. So technically you could get RetroArch, then get some emulators, and then the games. But obviously that's still probably in beta and stuff, so might have to wait a minute on that. Thanks to the soil tree, even these flowers grow well. It's not only the town symbol, but a necessity for our life. I missed that detail, no, but bizarrely enough, you can find some Super Mario cartoons on Steam. Very specific detail, but yeah, I think I've seen those before. Yeah, I had no clue you saw the side quest by randomly lighting up something on fire. Yeah, I remember reading that when I was trying to 100% this game. The weirdest thing, but I guess the game kind of expects you to notice that that poster is a bit more detailed and it's also moving, so it wants you to interact with it, but that's not enough of a clue, dude. That's one of those, like, you need a guide to figure it out. And that's a shame. It sounds like Crystals fell into a category of pretty looking bad game. I don't want to call it a bad game, but it's definitely a game that has a lot of room for improvement. A lot of room for improvement. It's, as it stands, it's okay. It's fine. Not great. I wanted it to be great. It's not great. It's fine. And naturally, for $40, you don't want to spend your money on something that's just fine. You want to have your money well spent. Okay. I'm done. Paper Mario isn't on Steam, but Bug Fables, aka the real Paper Mario 3, is on Steam. That's a good point. Yeah, Bug Fables is a great RPG. Akinlab streamed that last year, and I mean, if you like Paper Mario, you're gonna love Bug Fables. Like, that game is fantastic. That's not what I meant by protecting the town and the soil tree. I feel like we're missing context for that. Okay, I want Yuri to understand. Who's Yuri? Is this Yuri? I mean, I want me to protect the soil tree. How can I do that? Oh, well, I mean, I just, plant more trees, take care of the environment, don't engage in NFTs. Or cryptocurrencies in general seem to be a little bit of a problem. Don't do that. Where are you headed, travelers? With both Rotelro Bridge and Phobos Bridge down, things must be difficult for you. We'll figure it out, we'll be fine. The only one that comes to mind is Valkyria Chronicles, which is more tactics than an RPG. You are correct about that. Now, they do have Valkyria Chronicles 1 and 4 on Steam, because 2 and 3 are on the PlayStation Portable only. 2 is available in the West, but 3 is not. 3 is a Japan-only game, so that's kind of weird. Okay. McGovern was selected as the head of Saint Peter. With all he's done in his life, that's no surprise. Okay, you. Some Sabian's flowers are used as herbs in making medicine. They're used to make the gels and bottles you use every day. So in the Tales of the Abyss universe, all gels basically come from here. Okay, I plan on getting Valkyria Chronicles 1 as my first experience of a strategy game. As a game designer, I really need to broaden my experience in game genres. Yes, speaking of, Game Maker's Toolkit has announced that he's going to start designing a game, his own game, and he's going to make a series where he, explains the whole process. So, hey, we're looking for some game design. Subscribe to Game Maker's Toolkit. He's about to do something really cool with that. The guy who made the Axe Cop RPG would be shaking his head at me right now for forgetting it. Yes, Axe Cop. I believe that's an old cartoon, and it has an RPG made by someone in the OHR RPG community. Akinlabs knows the acronym, I don't know the acronym. Okay, but it's a bit hard to recommend due to the Game Boy Color art style and absurd, sometimes crude humor. You like it though, okay, that's fair enough. You travelers, you must be headed for Kite soon. But with Phobos Bridge out, you won't be able to get there. I'm sure we'll figure it out. I'm here to play strategy, survival, horror, sports, puzzle, and racing games. I've got games on my wishes for all of them except for sports. I definitely can't recommend regular sports games. Those are boring as fuck. But sports games that have a twist, those are actually not that bad. I've actually seen a little bit of gameplay for Knockout City, I think it's what it's called. It actually looks kind of fun. It's a dodgeball game. Obviously it's competitive, and you know I don't like the competitive aspect of it, but it does look fun, all things considered. So hey, I'd be willing to give that one a shot. Okay. Yeah, I've been a long time watcher of Game Maker's Token. Great. I wouldn't expect you to remember the entire thing. OHR RPG CE. That's the whole name of the engine that Axe-Cop is made on. It's a very small and well, not small engine. It's an engine with a very small but dedicated community. So there you go. Those stolen ingredients. Just have to go out to them, get them. Been looking around for a lot of different places, huh? That's not what I want. Guess I'll just go get it myself. What makes it tough is that you can't be certain you'll ever get any. Well, can you tell me what ingredients you want so I can complete your side quest? Clearly you have a side quest for me, sir. Okay, if you told me... Whatever, it's fine. Wasn't that the one who with a really strange E3 trailer? Looking like it wants to be Wreck-It Ralph or something. The one that looked like Fortnite but with dodgeball is the one I'm referring to. I'm not sure about Wreck-It Ralph, but I guess you could kind of compare that to Wreck-It Ralph. Maybe? Sort of? I don't know. Welcome, there's a medicine shop. Do you need anything? So, why do we have a medicine shop if we also have an item shop? That's kind of weird, but okay. So, I think this was one of the first games to introduce multiple bottles for different style ailments instead of just having a panacea bottle. Oh, that's another complaint I have about crystals. There's too many different items for too many different status ailments. Yeah, the items in crystals are not balanced properly. But okay, that's getting into too much detail. Okay, we'll just get some magic lenses. Got about 10. Or having 10. And then, yeah, panacea bottles in this game are therefore way more expensive. Like, way more expensive than in prior games. Okay, I don't think we really need any of these though. We'll be fine. Okay. More like Fortnite. I don't know why that film popped into my head. I mean, to be fair, in a twisted world, you could kind of see Fortnite looking a bit Disney-ish. Obviously, without the charm, but the character models do look kind of similar to modern, like Disney humans. I don't know. There's something about Disney humans from modern Disney films that all look kind of samey. I really want Disney to make a new 2D animated movie. I think that'd be fantastic. Anyways, we have anything up here, or are we just up on the tree? We can do something here later, just not right now. Also, there's the rest of Saint Bina. You're wondering what it looks like. Very European. A lot of chimneys, a lot of towers, a lot of smoke, actually. It's mildly concerning. Alright. As far as other sports games is concerned, I mean, there's obviously Rocket League. I don't know how much you like football, but that is a good example of football. Sir. Okay, I saw you walking in place. I saw that. Don't think I didn't. I didn't miss that detail. Alright, whatever. Goma had to lose the election to that McGovern. I mean, it's in his name. He's gotta govern. I've done far more for the people of Saint Bina. Okay. I mean, I forgot to mention this in my Tales of Arise comment. They made the items cost a lot. Should have checked out the demo shop. I think I checked it out, but I didn't buy anything precisely because it was so expensive. I've actually seen a lot of complaints about that on the Tales of subreddit. people saying that they're running out of gold very quickly. So, I don't know what's the solution for that. Simply depends on the soil tree for everything. Without the soil tree, flowers wouldn't grow near this well. Okay, so the tree that we climbed onto, that one's important. Papa says he's a really important person. He said that when everybody said insane when I got sick, he cured them all. Great. Guy, you look like you fit in this family. Everybody else is blunt, just like you. Well, except Grandpa, but probably used to be blunt. Okay. Me encanta el fútbol, says Brian. So he likes football. Oh, of course he does. Who the hell needs a recipe for a sandwich? What's the science? Look, you put a piece of bread, you put whatever you want on it, and then you put another piece of bread. And you can eat it like that, or you can heat it up, or you can even cool it and eat it cold if you want. There you go. If you need a recipe for that, you are hopeless in the kitchen. Like, get the fuck out, Jesus Christ. Okay. In more detail, I mean, okay, yeah, fair enough. Playing FIFA 12. No, not 12, 21. Which, you know, that's the game. Every sports game is released a year before the year that they're advertising. For some reason. So FIFA 21 was released in 2020. And FIFA 2022 will be released this year. And, yeah. I don't get that. I don't like that. So in a way that Dad saved the town. When the soil tree almost dried up, he was the only one that still had a usable store for herbs. So he's basically the Resident Evil guy in here. Okay. I'd like to say Rocket League is the kind of game anyone can enjoy, but I wouldn't say it's a game everyone should buy. It's a great if you play with a friend or see it in a public venue. Yeah, that's fair. I have played some Rocket League. It's fun. But it also has a very high skill ceiling that I'm not willing to put up with. Then again, that's kind of like how Smash works. You can't just play Smash even if you're a brand new player or a competitive one, and have fun with it. Well, okay, competitive players don't have fun with Smash Brothers, they only play to win. So never mind that, but you technically could have fun with Smash even if you're really good at it. You just need the right attitude.
I'm Colonel Jade Curtis, 3rd Division Malkuth Imperial Forces. May I speak with General Glenn McGovern?
Yes, sir. General McGovern is currently seeing a guest, so please wait inside.
Okay.
Father, we've already been over this. Officially, the Oracle Knights are considered scorers. We can't restrict their actions without a direct order from His Imperial Majesty. You
are quite a character there, sir. You look like you belong in the Addams family. Yeah, that's my first impression. This is a lost Addams family member.
Enough. You know how terrible the Hot War became with their involvement.
My apologies for interrupting.
Jade the Necromancer.
Oh, if it isn't Jade.
It's been a while, Field Marshal McGovern.
I'm retired now. There's no need for those formalities anymore. And what about you? Don't you think it's about time you accepted a promotion? Even at your age, you could have easily made Lieutenant General by now.
Maybe he doesn't want to. That's more responsibilities. And if he makes enough money already, why would you just waste your life away with more responsibilities?
Oh, I don't know. I think I have my hands full just being a colonel.
See?
Is Jade somebody important?
He's a colonel. He's gotta be important to some degree. Also, a bunch of people know him.
Sounds like it.
You and His Majesty go way back, don't you? Could you ask him to do something about the Oracle Knights?
Oh, hey, Saladin, sorry, welcome to the stream. Redeem posture check. Okay, I actually haven't stretched too much. But, alright, that's, okay, this is as far as I can stretch because my headphones are pulling my head back in. And hydration. Let me get some water. Okay, also welcome to the stream, hope you enjoy your stay. We have a new microphone. We've done extensive testing both off stream and on stream. Let me know if it sounds good or if, you know, everything's alright. Yeah, you would have, but we don't have redeems because I'm not a Twitch affiliate, and I'm still very unsure about accepting Twitch affiliate. I mean, I haven't gotten the invitation yet because I haven't really filled the requirements, but even if I did, I'm hesitant. I kind of like multi-streaming to several channels, and Twitch affiliate money is just not that good. If anything, financial support should come from like Coffee or something like that, not from Twitch, because they take way too much of a cut. And we also have custom emotes thanks to FrankenFaceC and Better Twitch TV. I mean, we don't have custom Hollow Bastion emotes on Better Twitch TV, but we do on FrankenFaceC.
I'm afraid they're after us. Once we leave the city, they should leave as well.
What's happened?
I'm afraid I can't tell you the details. I'm under direct orders from His Majesty. I'm sorry.
Colonel Curtis, what business brings you here?
Ah, yes, my apologies. Have you received any letters from a phone master guardian?
Ah, that. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we opened it to confirm the contents, for security reasons.
That's fine. There shouldn't be anything in there that would be a problem for you to see.
Well, I mean, if it's not reacting strongly, I guess it really wasn't. That's a weird clam.
Half of it is addressed to you. Here you are.
It's from Annis, right? I could see her writing Ion, but me?
Yeah, did you not catch her hints when we were at the ship? She wants to marry you, Luke. That much is obvious. Okay, make a chop with the chat real quick. Nice recipe jiggle there. Yeah, that's I have to point that out. Okay. You say that, but I'm still struggling to comprehend the tortilla wrap. Okay, well, I'll give you that. The tortilla wrap is a little different because tortillas can, or I don't know about tortillas, but wraps, like regular wraps, those like disintegrate when you put even a little bit of water in them or anything liquid. I don't like wraps. Actually wrapping a wrap or a burrito is complicated. That you need a technique for. Sandwiches? No. There's no fucking science there. Okay. Like this comes in from Final Fantasy 15. I've come with a new recipe. I don't know Final Fantasy 15 too much, but I do know a little bit. Okay. I wonder if Final Fantasy 10's Blitzball counts enough as a sports game. I mean, as someone who did all of the Blitzball stuff in Final Fantasy 10 back in the PlayStation 2, I can tell you that maybe it does count as a sports game. There's enough of it to classify it as a sports minigame. But do I recommend it? No. Blitzball was annoying as fucking Final Fantasy 10. I only did that so I could get Wakka's weapon. Kinda hated that. Underwater soccer football, yes. You want fun? Why do you show you fun? Yeah, the Addams Family. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know why I just went into Banjo-Kazooie for some reason.
Dearest Colonel Jade, I had a really scary time, but I managed to make it here. Don't worry, I'm taking good care of you-know-what. Aren't you proud of me? It looks like the Oracle Knights are going to close off St. Bina soon, so I'll go on ahead to the next location. Is my beloved Luke safe? Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I just confessed my feelings.
You knew he was going to read this, Annis. You knew this in advance.
I'm really worried. Luke, I miss you so much. I can't wait to see you again. Oh, and give my regards to Ion, too. Bye-bye for now. Love, Annis.
How could you love that? Also, I saw Luke's mouth opening throughout that, so it almost looked like he had Annis' voice for a minute.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Damn, Luke, popular enough with the girls?
Somehow he is the one that people like.
Just don't get carried away. You're engaged to Princess Natalia, you know.
You've gotta be kidding. I don't want anything to do with that annoying chick.
I don't want anyone to want anything to do with you, Luke. You deserve to be alone.
What's the next location?
Kaitsur. It's a city to the southwest of here, on the other side of the Fubris River.
If we make it to Kaitsur, we can rendezvous with Van.
Van's there.
Hey, I don't know what happened between you two, but you're a sister, right? Don't go trying to slice them up like you did in Backloggery, okay?
I know. I won't.
Well then, we'll bid you our leave.
If the Oracle Knights are chasing you, I'll gladly lend a hand. I was elected by the city representatives here. Come by anytime you need help.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
We got the world map. We got someone to do. These guys' faces. Yeah, everybody has some strange facial expressions here in Tales of the Abyss. Oh, I missed a comment. The Cold War has gone hot and George McGovern and Field Marshal Montgomery are fighting it. Got it. Yes, that's the plot. You summarized the plot perfectly. Okay. Len really needs to learn how to calm down. Don't worry about what he says. If you need anything, I'll lend a hand. And Glenn, you yourself, what do you have to say about the situation? I never imagined that the Oracle Knights' target was your party, Colonel. As your presence impacts our operations, I would appreciate it if you would leave at your earliest convenience. Kind of rude, sir, but I mean, I guess I get it. It's really hard to beat charm from the old Tales of games. Only the 2D skit art from modern Tales of games seems to compete. But now, well, yeah, with Tales of Arise appeals more to the manga slash comic book style. Which let me think of one that's like that. You know what? I don't know what the first thing I thought about was Folklore. So that PS3 RPG kind of game. They have similar-ish cutscenes in that one. So, well, there you go. Folklore is the first thing I thought about with Tales of Arise's skits. Welcome to Gerald's inside. Yes, we already talked to him. Good day, Colonel. Please enter. Okay. And you? I am currently on patrol. You're not patrolling though, you're just standing here. Sure, whatever. Let's see. Oh, I didn't even realize there was a door on the floor. Come on, can't you at least leave me alone during my break? Man, my break, leave me alone. I want to give that guy the Luke voice. I'll be right back, gotta go do something regretful for some easy money because that's what my life is now. I mean, look, if it's easy money, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's hard times out there right now. It's a difficult world. We have to keep our weapons in good shape. I mean, you're not really doing much, you're just looking at it. If you were like cleaning it, I'd understand, but you're just looking at it. Technically, you're just putting germs on it. Valkyria Chronicles also do similar cutscenes with to Arise's skits, but they do much more movement to make you think that you're seeing GIF images in the comic book panels. Ah, give me someone right to a bar. No. Oh, okay, you're just doing an Uber. Uber? Uber? Uber. Or Lyft, or the traditional taxi services. Okay, yeah, I remember I did have to ride people to some places late at night a couple times back in the day. I didn't like doing it. I really didn't. I don't like being out of the house past like 9 p.m. at the latest. So yeah. Which is why I don't like working late night shifts, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. This is not Ubering in Texas, I hope. No, he's not in Texas. I'm not gonna specify where Brian is because that's doxing, but I do know at least he's not in Texas. You don't wanna be in Texas right now. No, but nobody except certain people from Texas want to be in Texas right now. I'd have to get sued when I least expect it. Sorry, we're close right now. Oh, okay, yes, well, guess that's not where we gotta go at this precise moment. I haven't saved in a while. I haven't saved in an hour. God, that was bad. I have to make sure I'm keeping an eye on that. Okay. Well, I guess, do we just go for Kaitsur now? Or do we have to stop by somewhere else? Actually, before we go, let me go talk to that shopkeeper over here. Yeah, I can No. I feel like after you do that cutscene, you can activate some new side quests, which I kind of don't like that. That's an addition that I really appreciated about Tales of Graces. Characters that have a side quest for you will actually have an exclamation point on their head. That's a very basic quality of life change that should have been here in a much earlier game, but from the much earlier game onwards, but you can't always get what you want.
Don't treat something like that when you don't even know whose it is.
This looks like it belongs to Field Marshal McGovern.
Oh, that old guy?
It looks like he's trying to solve the mysteries of the soil tree.
But is there much of a mystery to this tree, or like...
Mysteries?
Oh yeah, there are a lot of odd rumors about this tree. I guess that's probably why it became the symbol of Saint Bina.
I feel like they should study something
Yes. Why
a
did
bit
just
further
this
before
one tree
relying on
grow
it so much.
large? Is it true that it's 2,000 years old?
I mean, trees do get very old.
I heard that way back, this tree was dying and all the other plants around it almost died as well.
Yes. That's why he's studying the relationship between the soil tree and the other plant life here.
An old guy spending his time doing something like that? Weird.
I mean, do you have a better idea, Luke? You were just gonna kind of stay in your mansion for until you were 20.
But the plants that grow in this city won't grow in any other region. That's the weird part, isn't it?
If that's the case, then this city may owe its prosperity to the soil tree.
Yes. That's probably part of what prompted the Field Marshal to study it.
This big tree smells the same as my home.
That is specific, but okay.
What? You think this is the same kind of tree as the one you live in?
I mean, it was pretty big.
The plants in this city don't grow anywhere else, remember? What are you, stupid?
You have to be so mean, Luke. Jesus Christ.
Colonel, what is it?
Interesting. The Field Marshal too may have arrived at a certain hypothesis.
What hypothesis?
It's a secret. By the way, guy, you know an awful lot about this city.
I told you, I like reading about vacation spots. After a while, you learn a few things.
I'm going to assume that they have Google in this world.
Well, I suppose we can leave it at that for now. Anyway, let's leave these maps alone. It wouldn't be nice to interfere with the Field Marshal's work.
So what's the point of that? I don't know. Whatever. Get some lore out of it. I'm surprised it's voice acting for this side quest. Yeah, it's it's kind of random what kind of voice acting they put in on Tales of Games. On Abyss specifically. Vesperia also has a lot of voice acting in some side quests, I remember. Okay, do you have anything new to say? Or you're still just saying that there's something you want, but you're not telling me what you want, so I can't help you. Alright. I think I can actually... I feel like if you figure out what he wants, you can bring it to him from, like, maybe Engave? And then, like, that'll be enough. But, I mean, that's just one of those arbitrary things that you need a guide for. I hate that. Okay. Let's see. I mean, I could pull up a guide. In fact, I was using a guide, when I was originally streaming this game on my other channel, but, well, whatever. Did that change anything in the end? No. Can I go speak to Field Marshal McGovern now, and will he have something different to say? Probably not, but we can try. Okay. Let's see. Field Marshal McGovern, we looked at your notes. Nope, he has nothing new to say about the situation. Alright, now whatever. Okay. By the way, Tales of Arise has officially sold 1 million copies. Like, within less than a week of release. That's very impressive. For a Tales of game, that's ridiculous. I mean, Tales of Symphonia is still the best-selling game, but that could change very soon.
Quick, hide! It's the Oracle Knights.
Have you found Phone Master Ion?
It doesn't appear that he's entered St. Bina.
Well, we got a new face here.
Those people with Ion are the ones who killed Mommy. My Liger friends told me.
Also, hi Largo. I guess you're not dead.
I'll never forgive them.
What about that Phone Master Guardian they said was hanging around?
She appears to have made contact with the Malkuth military. But Malkuth is saying it's classified and is refusing to provide any useful information.
If I hadn't let that necromancer get the better of me, Annis would have never gotten away. I'm sorry.
That's why I told you.
So we got another one over here. Dist.
The only one who can defeat that beastly Jade is the elegant servant of the gods.
So this is the most I would argue this is the one that stands out the most out of this here group of villains.
The esteemed member of the Oracle Knight's 6 god generals, yours truly, Dist the Rose.
You mean Dist the Reaper?
How is one so beautiful as myself a Reaper and not a Rose?
It probably fits better if you kill people.
There's no point in dwelling on the past. What do we do now, Sink?
Hey.
Withdraw the troops from Engave and St. Bina.
But...
Your wound still hasn't healed. The Necromancer almost killed you. Why don't you take a break? And besides, the only way for them to cross the border is through Kaitsur.
Is this one the leader? The little guy? Is the leader of the group? I would have thought Largo would be it, or maybe Ash, but no, it's Mr. Sink here.
If we stay here and antagonize the Malkuth military, it could spark a diplomatic incident.
Hey! Stop ignoring me!
I mean, if you have anything useful to say, maybe we won't, but you don't.
So next comes deciding how to deal with them at Kaitsur. Let's return to the Tartarus for now and consider matters there.
Inform the troops. 1st Division, withdraw.
Yes, sir.
So obviously we're there with the Oracle Knights.
You're all just jealous of my intelligence and beauty.
Now here's the thing, the Oracle Knights...
Largo survived.
The Oracle Knights are Ion's knights, and technically Tyr's allies, but clearly not. The plans have changed, apparently.
This is the first time I've seen the 6 god generals.
Well, there were 5 of them.
Who are the 6 god generals?
The 6 executive officers of the Oracle Knights.
But there were only 5 of them.
There's Largo the Black Lion, Dist the Reaper, Sink the Tempest, Arietta the Wild, Legretta the Quick, and looks like the one missing was Ash the Bloody.
They're Van's immediate subordinates.
Master Vans?
If the 6 god generals are taking action, then the one who's trying to cause a war is Van.
So basically, Van is their equivalent of Frieza, and those guys are the equivalent of the Ginyu Force. For a better point of comparison.
The 6 god generals side with the Grand Maestro. Mose is likely giving orders to Van.
Grand Maestro Mose would never do something like this. My mission for the Grand Maestro is top secret, so I can't divulge any details. However, I assure you it is one of peace.
Wait a minute. Master Van wouldn't try to cause a war either.
It's just the sort of thing my brother might do.
Well, you have a lot of distrust for your brother here.
What are you saying? What about you, huh? How do we know you're not a spy working for that Mose guy?
Please, settle down.
He's right. Now's not the time to be worried about Van or Mose. Right now, we have to get past the 6 god generals and prevent this war.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Huh. I'm not accepting the apology of anyone who badmouths Master Van.
Well, I mean, we're not accepting the apology of anyone who badmouths everybody, look, which is you.
Well, now that that's over, let's head for Kaitsur, shall we?
You're unbelievable.
Well, we need someone level-headed in this group. Which I question if that's actually Jade, but hey. The Oracle Knights' objective. The Oracle Knights who are acting like they want to start a war. It can only be the Grand Master's order. He only desires peace. Are you still trying to blame Master Van for this? Well, that's the only way everything makes sense. Calm down, both of you. The important thing is that we're escorting Phone Master Ion to Backloggery to avert a war, and that the Oracle Knights are after him. Exactly. It may not be clear who is ultimately responsible. But the one thing is certain. Oracle Knights will continue to attack until we reach Backloggery. All I want to do is go home. Okay, great. The NPC sounds like the kind of side quest givers that only starts and ends once you get him this item first. Very specific, but I can kind of see it, yes. Okay. Now let's save again before I get out of here. I'm about to turn the freaking fan on. This room is on fire. Actually, we can go ahead and do that. And also, you guys can let me know if the microphone is catching the noise of the fan, or if we're fine. Hopefully it's not, and if it's catching it, hopefully it's very subtle. Well, let's see. I'm back. You're making tea. Well, I just turned my fan on. So if you can hear the fan, let me know. I mean, it's not like I'm going to turn it off because I'm on fire in this room, but I can keep that in mind for the future, try not to turn it on as much. I'm sorry to trouble, but would it be alright if we stop here to rest? Huh? Yeah, your face is like, look pale again. I'm sorry. You sure are a baller, you know. Hey, guys, let's go to the inn. My, he has a kind side after all. That's the good thing about Luke. And he's equally rude and demanding to both the servants and those above him. Shut up! It's hard to tell because I'm right next to a phantom. I mean, okay, well that's fine. Obviously we all need a little bit of ventilation. You can't hear it? Okay, great. I don't know why I just pulled out the cooking menu. Why did I just pull out the cooking menu? Well, I guess we can check the recipe for the sandwiches. We got that. Bread and lettuce. That's a very unsubstantial sandwich. Where's the ham? Can't hear a fan, but then again, I'm not using headphones. Okay, so I actually always use headphones. I don't even have speakers for my computer, so that's something I definitely require. But I actually also have headphones on my TV. I never use speakers. I don't even use my car's speakers anymore. I mean, partly because the whole system broke, so it's not like I can anyways, but even when I still could, I just can't stop using them. Okay. Anyone remember Jeremy's Papa's Bulgaria video? No. Trying to think, and I don't think I have. Okay, well, I guess now we can stay the night. Excellent.
By the way, Ion, where did they take you when they abducted you from the Tartarus?
To the Sephiroth.
The Sephiroth?
Yeah, we're going to the Sephiroth. Q1 Winged Angel. So let me get this. Let me try Gerald voice. So let me get this straight. You did not, in fact, order a complete head of lettuce between two slices of bread. I remember that. Now I that joke made me remember immediately. The one of his grandpa videos. Oh, was it what? Jerma's grandpa voice. So let me get this straight. No, that's not. That's Donald Trump. No, that's not right. Hold on. Let's see. So let me get this straight. You did not, in fact, order a complete head of lettuce between two slices of bread. Something like that.
The Sephiroth are the world's 10 most powerful phone slots.
They're the planet's vital points, places where memory particles, a kind of planetary fuel, concentrate, and phonons gather easily.
I knew that. You don't all have to launch into an explanation like I'm ignorant.
I mean, did you actually know?
What did they do with the Sephiroth?
I can't say. It's confidential to the Order.
There's so much you can't say, Ion. Like, please.
You always say that. It's really starting to get on my nerves.
I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, Jade, how are you feeling? Is your body okay? I mean, with that phone slot seal and all?
What, do you actually care?
My strength is somewhat diminished. My body's phone slots have been sealed, after all.
You're so considerate, Master.
No, I'm not. It'd just be a pain if this old man keeled over on us, that's all.
I mean, you can take the freaking compliment for one, Luke.
Ah, you're blushing, Luke.
I am not.
Is it going to be difficult to undo completely?
A phone slot seal is like a lock with a code that changes periodically. I'm unlocking it little by little, but it looks like it will take a bit more time.
I mean, really what's happening here is that he just needs to level up. That's technically what he's saying.
Of course, my abilities are on a whole different level to begin with. Even after a partial drop, I don't imagine I'll have any trouble keeping up with the rest of you.
Man, you're obnoxious.
My apologies. It's my nature to be honest.
Huh. Well then, let's leave Ion in the hands of the great and powerful Colonel while we get some sleep.
That exhaustion has to be more than just a weak constitution. Could Ion be the same as Luke?
Same how? They have completely opposite personalities. I don't see how you could compare them, but okay. He doesn't do the grandpa voice much these days. Yeah, he's kind of moved on to new jokes. Ew, finally a decent bed to sleep in. Did the cold ground get to you? No way. Well, okay, I'll take the bed any day. I'm sure most people would. So no need to worry about thieves or monsters here either. Yeah, and if any did come, that'd be no problem for us. Between Malcolm's Necromancer, a Locrin Sergeant of the Oracle Knights, and the leader of the Order of Lorelei, and the son of a Duke of Kimlaska, you'd have to be a fool not to run away. Oh, and of course we have you, guy. Me? Nah, I'm just a servant, that's all. I mean, you are the best swordsman here, though. Just a servant, indeed. Such a high demand for phones. You need somebody who can call cell phones. Okay, that's a good one. I'll give you that. I didn't know Jade figured out the twist this early in the game. Yeah, he's a keen individual. But obviously Jade has a lot of knowledge of the lore that has not been explained yet. So, you know, there's also that. Okay. Let's guess how we can now just move on to the next area. There's not another side quest now, is there? Sure hope not, because I'm not going back. Hi. Man, what am I gonna do? I was headed for Axariud, but the bridge on the road is broken. Are you headed south too? You can't use the bridge, so be careful. Oh, well, I guess I'll head for Engave. See ya! Thanks for that information, random NPC. I appreciate it. We get some water while we're here. Okay. I'll look at the skin in just a second. Okay. What kind of girl? Let's head for Kaitsur so we can meet up with Anis. When you guys finally gonna get me home? Well, with the Telvir Bridge out, we'd have to go grab a ship at Kaitsur anyway. So we're really not losing any time this way. Too bad the bridge to Axariud is out too. I'll have to cross the Fubras River on foot. The Fubras is pretty calm at this time of year, and the water shouldn't be too high here. It's actually the shortest path to Kaitsur, so depending on how you look at it, you might say we're actually saving time. But then Anis had to cross that river too, right? You think she was okay? She's fine. She's Anis. There's no need to worry about Anis. Huh. Well, anyway, let's get going. Just who is this Anis anyway? Yeah, she's a character. In more ways than one. It sounds like we should head to Engave through for some reason. Nah, it's I mean, we could go get some like food supplies, but it won't be fine. Cooking in this game is not that powerful. Cooking in general is usually not that powerful in Tales of games, except for like the very late game recipes. Thought Guy met Anis already. He did not. Guy appeared after Anis went missing. So anyways, here's the Fubras Bridge, or not the or whatever it's called, bridge. So we need to go around. Which is gonna be like over here somewhere? No, that's a search point, but we do need that anyways. Tattered grass, weeds, rummy, cotton, weeds, and rummy. Okay, excellent. Now let's move on to the hi, bird. You want something? It's literally just you. It's fine, we don't need the energy blast.
So obvious.
Okay. So was that guy not hinting at another side quest? I don't think so. I think I was just pointing out that the bridge is out. Or was he pointing at a side quest? I'm gonna check just to make sure. Now you got me curious. I'd like to stop doing cooking in Fire Emblem Tree Houses. What would you rather have? Plus 20 points in a skill of relationship, or plus 1 to 3 in a specific stat for everyone, temporarily? I think the answer is obvious. Yeah, they need to, whenever you add a feature to a game, you need to make sure you balance it properly, and if you're not gonna balance it properly, then you probably don't need the feature. Okay. Or are you not considering 100% side quest playthrough this time around like you wanted to do it last time you saw a stream with Tales of the Abyss? I mean, kind of want to, but kind of do it. Thing is that there's a lot of side quests in this game that are very annoying, first of all. Second, I know we can't get quite everything because there's some New Game Plus exclusive side quests. And third, what was it? Actually, there might not have been a third reason, but those first two for sure. Okay. But I do remember there was a guy here that wanted to get something for him. Is this guy? There you go. Did you find it? Is this it? Oh, that was the secret box. Okay. Oh, great. Thank you so much. Here's a token of mine. Thanks. Collectors. Oh, that's how we get the collection. Okay, good thing we came back, because that's an important item. Should have been a free activity like fishing, yes. All this? I'm really grateful. I've lowered my prices too, so take a look and see if you want to buy anything. Oh, cool. You may find that the more people you interact with, the more fun shopping becomes. By the way, you didn't look inside, did you? Of course not. What was inside anyways? Ermgard Collectorsburg, yes. So yeah, prices in the game has now been increased. Decreased, not increased. I think I said increased by accident. So let's get some pork. Maybe? Not chicken, actually. A little bit chicken. Man, that sucks to not have New Game Plus side quests. The Symphony had that issue too. Yes, I think every Tales of game has that issue. Or at least up to and including Vesperia have that issue. I don't know if that's an issue in Celia and Races and all of them, but for sure I know there's a couple of things that you can only do in New Game Plus. It's not a lot, but it is a couple of things that hinder 100%ing anyways. Get cooked without vegetables, get them here. What I actually need is rice. So we can cook some rice balls. Why is food so expensive? God damn, okay. Whatever. Did you get a fresh cut of toon salt out? Yeah, we can't get tuna. The bellman on the right side, but the bell sound is on my left ear. Actually, you're right. Game, why'd you do that? Both sound effects are coming from the left. The dude and the lady clapping. Why? Why? Okay. Have you been streaming this entire game with the audio backwards? No. Well, as I know I haven't. I mean, that sounded fine. Okay, yeah, it's just a bug or a mistake on the developer's part. Races and Celia don't have New Game Plus side quests. However, you could argue that you can't get all the possible grade in Celia without doing both Jude and Will's playthroughs with New Game Plus. Fair enough, yeah, I believe that's how you're supposed to do, Celia. You do your regular playthrough with Jude, and then you do your New Game Plus playthrough with Milla. You can do your regular playthrough with Milla and then New Game Plus with Jude, but I've heard pretty much everybody say that Jude is more Jude's sides of the quests in the story is more suited for a first-time player, whereas Milla is more like kind of assuming that you already know what's going on, which is kind of weird. I wish they would have actually specified that, like, hey, play Jude first. Like, you can play Milla first if you want, but we recommend you don't. Maybe it's something really silly, like spatial audio only being allowed from one direction to another. So when 2 plus sound stack, the direction can be overwritten. Or something like that. That is a possibility. Okay, well, I just got ambushed. But thankfully we haven't introduced ambushing yet.
You're no match for us.
Well, that was quick. Jeez. Alright. Because we don't need to worry about overworld map enemies anymore these days. Why are the collector's book? Let's who ambush who then? That's a real question. Okay, we got stuff, but nothing of note. Let's see. We got a bunch of stuff over here. Oh, I haven't checked. Actually, was there something I wanted to do? Capacity core guy. What do you have? Physical attack and agility. Okay, I believe he is supposed to be the faster character, so yeah, I guess he can keep that on for the time being. Jude's side covers way more of the story than gameplay. It really feels like they made Milla's playthrough at the last second. Yeah, it's like they probably finished the game, and then they had like an extra couple of months. So we're like, you know what? Let's do a thing here. So we're gonna make the 2 characters be equally as important, rather than just being Jude as the main guy, and then Milla's gonna have like her own cutscenes. But we didn't assign the game around that. Well, then we're just gonna have to change a couple of things anyway, which is fine. It's not really fine, but you know. So let me save while we're here. I know I just saved it and gave, but actually that's fine. We'll be okay. I've been live for an hour and 40. There's a bird. I was looking at this on my other screen. I didn't know. Oi! This bird actually kind of aggressive.
Too easy.
Alright. Anyways, maybe that's why Celia 2 only has 1 character. They realize, oh wait, maybe let's not do that next time. I don't think they've done that since. Which, I mean, is fine, I think. You don't have to be the main central protagonist to get good character development.
Is just ahead. Once we cross here, right?
Yeah, there's a city called Kaitsura after crossing the Fubris River.
I'd hardly call it a city, but okay, sure.
That whole area is the demilitarized zone.
Man, I can't wait to get back. I'm sick of all this stuff.
Hang in there, Master. Cheer up.
Do you ever shut up? I thought I told you not to talk.
Oi.
Mew.
Luke, don't take things out on Mew.
Seriously.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this, Luke.
Well, it sounds like Luke's done whining. Shall we be going?
What do you mean whining?
He means whining. That's what you do, Luke.
Hey, stop ignoring me.
You just sound like this now. The mate says chamomile mint, but the ingredients say spearmint, nettle, and coconut oil. But does it have coconut smells and pineapple shells and all that other stuff from the song? Okay. Birds, I swear to God. Are nettle and chamomile anonymous, or is this false advertisement? I'm actually not sure what. Ow. I'm actually not sure what a nettle is. I know what chamomile is. Oh, there we go.
Match for us.
Oh, we got a new AD skill, Magic Guard. Okay, that's gonna be useful. And I guess that's it for that, though. You can tell that it was burnable. And apple gel. I think we should maybe hopefully be able to finish this dungeon. Because I am willing to go a little bit longer on the game part of the stream because we did spend 15 minutes troubleshooting. So it's not really fair.
Luke, wait just a moment.
What is it, oh great leader?
Luke!
I've been watching you fight. It appears you don't have a firm grasp on proper phonon use.
Using phonons is what phonists do. I don't need to worry about that.
Did your master teach you nothing but brute force?
I think Tyr agrees.
Don't make fun of Master Van. He didn't teach me that stuff because I don't need it.
Whatever the case, you don't know how to use phonons in battle, correct? In that case, I'd like you to learn so you can fight more efficiently.
Why the hell should I bother?
Luke, this man is a professional. If you want to survive, you should listen to what he has to say.
Yeah, professional killer.
Indeed I am. And conveniently enough, there's a monster. I'll teach you during a real battle. The phone slot seal has already reduced my abilities. I don't want any further dead weight.
An explanation of field of phonon changes? Sure, just so that the game can explain it and not me. It's too bad I can have. The chamomile is such a soothing herb to drink in tea. It seems like they cheated you out, yeah. I should start drinking more tea, honestly. I feel like it would be convenient for my, I don't know, my regular common style. What's tea good for? A lot of stuff, I've heard. Alright. Oh, the game there freezes just loading. It's fine.
Each phonon has one of 6 elemental attributes. But you already knew that, didn't you?
Of course. Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and shadow. Ha! I told you I knew them.
Very good. Some monsters are weak against certain phonons. Please keep that in mind. Now, moving on to fields of phonons. A field of phonons is a place with a concentration of phonons.
So like the little circles we see in battles.
It's an area of power made by gathering phonons in one location. When you use an elemental attack, you will generate a field of phonons in that spot. I imagine it would be best to try it once. Tyr, a field of phonons if you would.
Understood.
This is
That's
a field of phonons.
convenient.
Some fields of phonons have no color, while others are the color of their element. It depends upon the level of the element. Until the phonons reach a certain level, the field of phonons will be colorless. Like this field of phonons. Fields of phonons in this state have no effect. You don't really need to pay attention to them.
Understand?
Not yet, at least. Well, you can later.
Hey, don't treat me like an idiot.
Next, I'll explain the fields of phonons with color. Tyr, if you would.
Right.
Some fields of phonons have the color of their element, as you see here. Earth is yellow, water is blue, fire is red, wind is green, and so on. In order to change a field of phonons' color, you must use elemental attacks to amass a certain level of phonons.
Are you going to explain light and shadows, or do I have to do that myself?
As you generate fields of phonons of the same element, the level of phonons will increase.
So I just have to do a lot of attacks with the same element, right?
Well, speaking simply.
So speak simply. And what happens when the color changes?
Ah, yes. Please, step into the field of phonons.
I'm in. Is this good?
Fine. Now, when you use certain arts, they will change to more powerful arts. Of course, the element for the field of phonons has to be compatible with the art.
And you do have to do that. You have to do a little trial and error in order to actually learn all of that stuff.
Why don't we try it? Face that monster and press the art button to perform an art.
Seriously? Feel thunder!
We've already done this one.
Whoa! That was cool!
You will have a much better advantage in battle if you can use fields of phonons well. Learn to use them.
Wow. Yeah, I'll try them out.
Now then, let's take care of the remaining monsters.
Okay, so no, he did not explain. He did not explain light and shadow fields of phonons. So light and shadow. What am I doing? Hold on. Right, switch characters in the middle of combat. Nope, that's not it. Ow. Alright.
I feel nothing for my enemy.
So, light, field of phonons. Light and shadow are not really their own element. When it comes to field of phonons, light is actually fire and wind, and shadow is water and rock. Or earth, whatever. So, if you have a field of phonon attack that can change to one of those elements, and you're in the corresponding field of phonon for light or shadow, it works like that. So, that's what Jade missed to explain here. I really like how this tutorial is talked by the characters in battle instead of having a screen of text like in many other Tales of games. Yeah, I wish they would do that more often. Okay, you can stay away, Mr. Bird. I don't feel like... Okay, fine. You want to come here? I want to fight. I can describe them in simpler terms. Stand in the power ring for maximum damage. Oh, you're trying to remember all the elements? Yeah, it's easy. I mean, there's only 6 elements. It's not freaking Pokemon. With all of their types and shit. That's something you don't want to deal with. Okay. Yeah, of course, water, fire, air, dirt, and fucking magnets. How they work. Okay, let me do something here. Okay, we have not scanned the Chirpies. So let's scan the Chirpies. Okay. So it's weak to Earth, but I don't think we have any Earth on us right now. Alright. Now let's scan one of these. A Polwhiggle. It really looks like Pokemon, but it's not. Okay. There we go.
You're no match for us.
Switch character in combat. I think you need to press start or triangle in the battle menu during combat. That's the menu that isn't showing pause. Oh, I guess we can try that next time. Okay. Let's see. Will I have enough time to finish this place tonight? Hopefully. I mean, if I don't get into every single battle, or at least finish them quickly, it'll be fine, but Jesus Christ, there's a lot of enemies. Okay. Okay, so there is one unfortunate thing with Guy, is that he has a lot of end attack lag after he finishes an attack. So you are kind of left wide open after he's done attacking. So you have to maneuver around that. It's a little bit unfortunate, a little bit difficult, but we'll manage. It's fine. As long as I don't have to deal with Luke.
Damn, these things are annoying.
Okay. Okay. Now the only deck we have is Demon Fang, right? Yeah, for Guy, unfortunately. I'm sure he'll get something soon enough, though. Okay. There we go. Charge has been broken. And this thing's are numerous. Okay. I forgot what to check if I could change characters. I keep forgetting this shit. Okay, we got a Magic Guard though. Cool. I really like the feel of former mechanics in Abyss. A lot of people who play Vesperia say their burst starts are similar. They are kind of similar. But I do actually kind of like Field of Phonons better than the burst starts in Vesperia. I feel like they're just they're more, you know, they're very lore specific, so that gives the Abyss a strong sense of personality. Can we just not attack that thing? Okay, I guess not.
Don't get sloppy.
Let's see. Not start. Did it select, maybe? No, that changes your thing. Okay. Zoom settings. That's not... Okay, I'm pressing the button, but it's not doing anything. The triangle? No, it's not triangle. That just takes the menu out. That tells you what to pick up. No. That's just for selecting targets. Nope, I'm sure there's a way to change characters in a bit, but it's difficult to figure out. Hold on. No, it's not that. Unless for some reason I don't have the joystick like L3 and R3 assigned right now, because I am using an external program to make my PS4 be recognized by PCSX2. A PS4 controller, I mean. Yeah, because the fact that that's not working has me a little bit concerned. I have to try that out with something like Ape Escape might be a good game to try that on with. Let's just rip it. It's also weak to fire, but it's got a lot more HP. Ow. Okay. There we go.
We're done here.
Timmy needs to be an upgrade before he can stun enemies outside of combat. Maybe. And then you can swap characters during combat, but I don't remember. Maybe you need an item to allow that ability first? It's an old Tales of game. Possibly? I mean, I feel like that's kind of stupid, but sure. Okay, we cooked the rice bowl. Because everybody's being a little bit low on health. 500 galt. It's like I need a flag item to assign a new party leader. Yeah, it's a game of its time. So I mean, Tales of the Abyss is 16 years old. Came out in 2005. Just like what's the name of it? Legendia. Okay. Yeah, both of those games came out on the same year, surprisingly. Because they were designed by two different studios. That's why. They didn't just rush one out of the... Well, okay, they might have rushed one of them, I don't know, but... Yeah, they were designed... The Legendia and the Abyss were made by two different studios within the Tales of... headquarters. Okay. Now the currents are actually pushing us aside, so we need to... Careful with that. Alright, well, let's take care of the ones that are like right here. Ow. I'm about to turn off Raging Glass for Luke, but I do need him to use it enough times so we can actually learn the arts for it. Okay. There we go.
You're weak. You're a hack. You're whack.
Okay. Do we need to cook the rice bowl again? Now we'll be fine. We'll be A-okay. Alright, so yeah, we're getting pushed around. And apple gel. Okay. And then over here, nothing. Oh, I forgot to... I keep forgetting. I forgot to explain what it is exactly that I want to do in God of War Chains of Olympus before we... That's a big-ass enemy. Before we continue the series. So... I think we're going to end up doing the same... Oh, hi. Nope. That doesn't work for us. Thank you, Tyr. Yeah, meditation is what you can do with water. But yeah, the reason we're probably going to do the same as we did with the first God of War, which for those of you who weren't there for it, God of War 1, I started that game on RPCS3 as well, but it was crashing on me. It crashed on me once or twice, and that was a little bit of a problem. So what I ended up doing is I switched from RPCS3 to my actual PS3, so we could continue without issues. And now with God of War Chains of Olympus, we're having those weird cutscene slowdowns, which I don't know when they were introduced, but they were in fact introduced in an update at some point. So I think I want to see if I can get back to where I was in Chains of Olympus on my PS3, and then just pick up from there on stream. I need to test out ow. Okay, hold on. Let me move behind this thing. There we go. God damn, that thing was hard to work with. Alright, yeah, so I think I'm just gonna do that tomorrow. I mean, it's a very short game. I can probably get back to where I was in like 4 hours. Maybe even less. So just spend some time on my day. Go take care of that, and... So you're basically playing the whole game for streaming. Not the whole game, but a considerable portion of it, admittedly. That's fine. I do have to point out that a reason this streams take so long is because I spend so much time making weird remarks as I play, instead of just playing the freaking game. Which obviously that's the point of streaming. So you know, there's that. Okay. I'm guessing as the main character, Luke probably has more access to Field of Fortnite's arts early on, since he has more arts than everyone currently. Yes. Specifically for the enemies we're fighting in this area, they invoke wind and water, for which Luke has access to with these two skills right here. Fang Blade for Lightning Tiger Blade, and then Raging Blast for Frigid Blast. Havoc Strike, I believe this one's fire, so we don't have that yet. And I think Demon Fang is also fire, the one that activates it. Every single skill, well, okay, not every, this don't, but the majority of incantations and spells in Tales of the Abyss have an adequate Field of Fortnite change. So, you know, I was about to suggest just YouTubing the cutscenes. Nah, I kind of like actually doing that properly. Watch out for water. For a river that took out the bridges doesn't look that special. Well, the water's probably receded a fair bit since then. Think of how it would look after the rainstorm. How would I know what that looks like? Oh, right, sorry. Anyway, a river or otherwise, water can be dangerous, so you'd best be careful. You should have talked about that a lot. Dangers of the sea and all. Yes, I've heard that too, that the sea is a dangerous place. It definitely is. Heard? Interesting choice of words. With Darth on the Panamanian continent, I think there would be quite a few ships and stuff. Well, yes, that's true. Anyway, Guy, are you from Medical? No, but I do like the water, though. I mean, I had training in maritime rescue. Well, you can do anything, can't you? Just listen to me when I tell you to be careful, okay? Don't try to fool around with nature. It's a force to be reckoned with. Don't stop staring at me! That was water. I figured that sound would cut out while you were in the menu. Yeah, anyway, so what I was going to mention about RPCS3 is that as I keep experimenting with RPCS3, I do have to admit that it is a great emulator, but it's also very much a work in progress. I question where it's really ready to be something that we consistently rely on. Because the current version of RPCS3 is like 0.8 something. It's still in alpha stages, not even beta, just alpha. Yeah, it's in a state where it is impressive what they're doing, and some games probably do work fantastic. But there are bound to be issues. It's still very much a work in development compared to like Dolphin and PCSX2, it is a very early emulator, so I might need to start considering on relying on my PlayStation 3 for PlayStation 3 games as opposed to our PCS3 as much as possible. And I mean, thanks to the fact that I did hack my PS3, we can access just about any PS3 game I want with some unconventional methods, if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, for PS2 games, we're kind of stuck with PCSX2. For not in its entirety, but I can try to do something with my actual PS3 as well. But pretty much most of the time, we're gonna have to rely on PCSX2 for PS2 games, and then Dolphin is great for Wii games and GameCube games. And then RetroArch has Beetle, which is honestly one of the best emulators I've seen because it emulates almost everything perfectly on the PS1. It's a PS1 emulator, but my god, is it a good PS1 emulator! Like EPSXE, which was the one I was using before, that one has problems. It has a lot of compatibility issues. A lot of, at the time there were a lot of games on PCSX, on EPSXE. It's freaking emulator names, I swear. That they just weren't compatible.
We're not playing around.
They weren't even launched or anything. So, you know, that's unfortunate. Okay. Dolphin also has access to WiiWare and some, if not all, pre-Wii U Virtual Console releases. Nice! Then we might have entered a place where I didn't want to... Oh, no, we're good. That's a zombie, by the way. Yeah, great emulator, bad smell. That's an odd but technically accurate description of RPCS3. It's not done cooking yet. It still smells kind of raw. Okay, let me scan this here. Enemies. Oh, Tyr, you're out of it. TP. Okay, let me. Can I seriously not switch? Okay. Yeah, I guess I can't switch. Ow. I might actually have to switch to I might have to switch to Tyr for a minute just so I can make her recover TP.
I'm not doing too well.
That's fine. We'll figure it out. We're fine. Okay, let's cook some rice balls. And let us switch to Tyr for a minute. Just so that I can make her recover TP. For now, we're just gonna use apple gels to heal everybody. Gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, Tyr, what's your current setup? Oh, well, I guess it's the only thing you already have. That's fine. Alright. I mean, I could do it through the AI itself, but I don't feel like doing that. Okay, you, come here. I could also just use an orange gel. That's the boring way out. Ow. Okay. So basically, we just have to attack a bunch. Ow. Ow. Things had a lot more reach than I thought they would. Okay, well there, hold on. That's fine. Yeah, he's dying over here. Freaking guy. Yeah, guy does not have a lot of defense, unfortunately. But Okay, that did help us recover a little bit. I guess now we can go ahead and use an orange gel. And then use where's the use? Oh, there it is. Okay, so we can switch back to Guy. And we'll go ahead and save just to be. We'll go ahead and save just to be safe. Aha, 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 ha. Okay. And let's. I might have to do some off-screen grinding at this rate. It's looking like I'm gonna need it. It's funny because I never really needed off-screen grinding when I was playing this game for my first time, but maybe I was focusing more that back then. Natural disasters. Damn it, I'm drenched. Hey, don't complain. You wanted to get back as fast as possible, right? Well, yeah, but if I'd known I was this bad, I'd have gone to the exterior instead. Still not used to traveling yet, Luke? Yeah, I just want to take the easiest way, that's all. Well, with the bridge out, there's no way at all to exterior it right now. And it'll probably be a while before the bridge is repaired. There's not much you can do about natural disasters. Are there a lot of earthquakes and stuff around here? I don't know, are we in a tectonic area? I don't know. I've heard of many, but you can't exactly predict them either. Yeah, you've got a point. I mean, we have some degree of earthquake prediction technology, but I don't know if they do here in Tales of the Abyss. They might. Okay. Hi.
A liger.
It took a long time for anybody to point it out, but yes, there is indeed a liger in front of us.
There's someone behind them as well.
Arietta probably? Yes.
It's Arietta the Wild. They found us.
I won't let you get away.
Arietta, please let us go. You understand, don't you? We can't let this war happen.
I want to help you, Ion. But those people are my enemies.
But do you have to start a war for it?
Arietta, they aren't bad people.
I would make one exception in that statement, Ion.
Yes they are. They killed Mommy.
What are you talking about? When did we ever do something like that?
Mommy's home was burned, so she moved into the Chigo Woods.
So she's the daughter of the Ligas. I get it. That's why she's called Arietta the Wild. She's basically Tarzan, just with a very different outfit. Hey, Brian, you're whack. I just said you're whack. No, you're back, not whack. Unless you whacked somebody on your trip, which would be kind of weird. But I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's time to engage in Lucha Liga. We're back in time to catch the stream. Yeah, we're not quite done yet, but we will be very soon.
She was just trying to protect her children, my brothers and sisters.
Could she mean the Liger Queen? But she's human.
She was raised by monsters after losing her parents in the Hod War. She was recruited for the Oracle Knights because of her ability to communicate with monsters.
Then the Liger we killed was...
So she's basically the equivalent of I mean, there's not much of a comparison between her and what's his name? Not Australian guy that really likes animals that everybody loved that got killed by a manta ray. It's my brain just shut off. My brain disintegrated. Okay, Steve Irwin, yes. Okay, so she's basically the equivalent of Steve Irwin in liking animals. Okay, I might have said as much as last time you streamed this, but a similar mentally unstable hunter, General Wild Girl character appears in Bravely Default. And that's only specific now that I've spelled it all out. Can I think of any other examples like this? I feel like there's at least one more out there. How dare you forget his name? I'm sorry, my brain shut off. Okay, whatever strap that runs from Arietta's boot boot top to her hips is usually censored in Japanese media when localized. Is it supposed to carry that much BDSM significance? What?
That was Mommy! I'll never forgive you! I'll chase you to the ends of the earth and kill you!
Actually, I don't know of much censorship in the Tales of series now that I think about it. So,
It's an earthquake.
speaking of earthquakes, we were just talking about this.
What's that mist?
It's the miasma.
Oh no! The miasma is deadly poison!
Well,
This stuff kills you if you breathe it?
If you don't inhale a large amount over a long period of time, you'll be okay. Let's just get out of here.
oh no, Arietta's gonna die. I mean, she's the enemy,
Now what do we
but...
do? We can't run away.
So what was that about there not being many earthquakes? This was just continuous. Also, what's that thing in the sky? Oh, that's the phone belt. I thought that was a ring for some... I mean, technically it is a ring, but whatever. That, some of that, hits different.
Phonic hymns at a time like this?
Wait, Jade! That song! It's one of Yulia's phonic hymns!
Which is important because of lore reasons.
The miasma disappeared.
I've applied a vibration identical to the inherent vibration of the miasma. It's a temporary shield. It won't last long.
The 7 phonic hymns left behind by Yulia. I'd heard rumors of them, but I heard that they were too difficult for anyone to decipher.
Well, they're smart.
Worry about that later. We need to get out of here.
Yes.
Hey, stop! Why do you have to kill her?
If we let her live, she'll come after us again.
But how can you kill someone unconscious and defenseless?
You really are soft.
Shut up, you cold...
Jade, please let her go!
Yeah, I had a feeling Iron was gonna say something.
Arietta was originally one of my Phone Master Guardians.
Very well.
You don't mind if we at least move her so that the miasma won't hit her if it comes back, do you?
I don't think I can complain about that, seeing as how I'm already letting her live.
It won't hold much longer.
Let's go!
There has learned the force field ability. Well, that's nice. Okay, I'm not citing any sources, but I see absolutely nothing objectionable about Arietta's legs. I mean, she does have like the garter belt thing that goes from the thigh highs into the into her panties. Actually, that's where it goes. But other than that, yeah, it's not really that bad. Yes, that's probably just common fashion in Japan. Maybe. Yeah, probably. Actually, I mean the other media, Arietta's upper boot size would be censored. Maybe in the anime? I don't know. It's possible. That shouldn't be a problem unless we stay here for an extended period of time. Well, good. Let's not stand here for an extended period of time. You're having a hard time coming down, Mr. Chirpy Man. Yeah, he is. Okay. Kind of a concentration of the gothic Lolita fashion. Yeah, that's a good way of describing Arietta's design. She's a gothic Lolita. Which I know that rubs some people the wrong way, but it's not that bad. Calm down. Okay. Okay, well that's kind of unfortunate. Oh, he's just on the floor. Oh, we good.
Nothing personal.
Excellent. Yeah, we got a turtle. Or a turdoise. Actually, it's a turdoise, not a turtle. The difference is that turtles are the ones that go in water. Tortoises are the ones that live in land. You learn something new every day, and this one's clearly inland, so therefore not a turtle, a turquoise. Okay. There we go. Everybody says no way when they're about to get hit. Okay. Oh, hi. Hey, that's useful. Is one of these things weak to Earth? Actually, no, it's the, What's the name of this weak to Earth? One of them in here. Okay. You can look up as Akisa Izinski, censorship. She's a Yu-Gi-Oh character that had those straps removed in the 4-Kids adaptation compared to the anime. But okay, to be fair, that's 4-Kids. What did they censor? Let's be real here. I'll never throw a turtle into deep water, I think. Yeah, don't do that. You will never see that turtle again, or at least not alive. Those are the big boys. That, however, is basically a Final Fantasy Adamantoise. But early into the game. It must be weak to Blizzard. At this rate, a lot of things are weak to Blizzard, the company. Okay, life bottle.
We have no choice.
Okay. By the way, speaking of, oh hi. Finally, we got a new freaking attack. Okay, let's take it out of here and put it in here instead. Well, speaking of Blizzard, well, actually no, speaking of Overwatch, and by Overwatch I mean Paladins, there has been a couple of characters added to Paladins since the last time we played. The latest one is it's like a gunslinger girl that kind of looks like not a goblin, but you know, one of those like orc-ish races. Except by orc-ish, I really just mean she has blue skin. That's what I mean. Okay. And yeah, there's also been a couple. There's one I actually have no idea about. It's just like a bunny girl with like moon powers. She can heal. Paladins has some interesting characters. Considering it's a first-person shooter, they do come up with some interesting ideas for that. So I don't know. I might have to revisit the game one of these days just to see what those new people can do. Okay. I guess, but Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds is a really mature series in the franchise, so I'm surprised it even came out on 4Kids. I guess they couldn't skip on Yu-Gi-Oh! Even if it was a more mature version of it. Speaking without any regards whatsoever to Blizzard, yes. Really, I only brought Blizzard because I wanted to throw shade at them for everything they've been doing recently. Ew, what's wrong? Nothing. Leave me alone, will you? You've gotten better at fighting. Now, if you could pay a little more attention to your surroundings. Okay. Excuse me for all the monsters finding me. As long as you know, there's no need to run away from everyone, but no need to fight them all either. Try to watch a little more closely for monsters, okay? Yes, ma'am. So I guess it's telling us to please use the escape button every once in a while. I think that's what the game is trying to tell me. Guys, field of honors are so flashy. Yeah, they're quite nice. I mean, pretty much everybody here has very flashy art, but Guy in particular, well, I mean, he's Guy. He's the amazing Guy. He's the best Guy. There are no guys like Guy. There's only one guy in the world of Tales of the Abyss. There's multiple guys in anime, but... Okay. I'm getting... Ow. I was about to say I'm getting better at timing defense with Guy, but clearly not. Okay. I mean, you gotta admit, Guy just can I say words? Guy just has style to him. It's a very cool character to play as opposed to Luke. Okay. I feel like I might have missed something, but now fine. We'll be okay. To Kite Sewer. Let's step out the place, will you? Well, we have to do is follow the coastline, right? I prefer to avoid any more trouble from Ariella. Oh, yeah, good point. So, shall we get going to Kite Sewer before Ariella catches up with us? Yeah. But that keeps happening. What is that? Alright. Anyways, I think this is a good place to stop because we have been recording for almost exactly 2.5 hours. So, I'm gonna save right here on the world map. And yeah, because we went with the stream a little bit longer tonight, I think we're just not gonna have the bonus part that we typically do. But let me see if I can do this. Nope, that's not how you do that. So I think in Tales of Symphonia, if you press all of the trigger buttons, start and select at the same time, that sends you back to the main menu. I guess we can't do that here. Alright. Well, let me just go ahead and switch over to this screen. Hello, okay. So, tomorrow I'm gonna see if I can get back to where we left off in God of War Chains of Olympus on the actual PS3 as opposed to RPCS3. It shouldn't take that long. I should be able to get there with roughly the same amount of orbs as we already did. I might have a few less because of that 1000 hit combo that you technically have to do for that freaking Dragon Serpent thing, but that's fine. I'm glad I was able to catch the ass end of the stream tonight. I was for sure that I missed it heading back home. Nah, you managed to catch the first half and the last half. That's not how halves work. Hold on. The first, like, third and the last, like, quarter. That sounds a little bit more logical. Okay, I'm gonna try to do that, and that might be the last stream we do this week. I can't actually guarantee that it's gonna be tomorrow. But I should be able to do it tomorrow. If not, I'll let you guys know. And nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed this stream. I hope the microphone will serve us well, and hopefully I don't have to think about getting oh, my model is freaking out, and I think that's actually for the camera, not for my actual face. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on here. So that's a sign for me to stop. Tales of games sometimes have odd requirements. There are skits in the series that require X escape from battle. In some of the modern ones, there are skits that are not using items long enough. Yeah, it's weird. Okay, if our new mic is a thumbs up, great. Okay, hopefully it will continue to serve us for many months and years to come. Alright, but yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. If you're working, hope you have a good day at work. If you're going to school, hope you have a good one at school. Whatever you're doing, hope you have a good one. Thanks for the stream, looking forward to the next one. Yes, hopefully tomorrow. If not, I'll let you guys know when it's gonna be. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. See you then. Bye bye.